You have had a brain injury. You may have been through the emergency room, hospitalization, rehabilitation. The crisis has passed, and now you are looking forward toward a future of living with this new you, not quite sure what comes next. Hi, I am Celeste Campbell, your traumatic brain injury personal life coach. These 10 tips will help guide you down the road ahead, give you the foundation for moving toward your future with confidence and purpose. They will move you beyond recovering from a brain injury, beyond surviving a brain injury, to living your life to the fullest. The first tip is education. Knowledge is power. You need to know all you can about what a brain injury really is and how your brain injury has affected you. Make sure you know and understand the information that has been given to you from your doctors, rehabilitation providers, therapists, and so on. If you have had a neuropsychological evaluation or other clinical assessments, make sure you have copies of them and that you know and understand what they say. These will likely be your blueprints for what you can do easily, what you need some support and assistance with, what types of things will be more of a challenge for you. And these are the reports that future providers will look to for information about you. You need to know what is in them. Do not be afraid to ask questions about things you don't understand. Language and jargon of specific professions is likely to be unfamiliar to you. Ask for clarification. Ask your providers for resources, information, places, or people you can call to support you as you move forward. Find support groups. Talk to other people who have been through what you are going through now. They are often your best resource for practical day-to-day tips. Simplify your life. You are likely to find you cannot juggle as many things at the same time as you used to be able to. Set priorities for those things that are really important to you, and be prepared to let go of some of the tasks and activities that add clutter to your life. You can always add things back as you become more comfortable with the new you. Take some time to organize your living space and remove some of the physical clutter in your environment. Your brain processes every bit of information your senses take in. Most of it is judged as unimportant at the moment or routine enough that you don't have to pay attention to it. But if that level of processing has been slowed or interrupted because of your brain injury, you are now using crucial brain energy to do this routine processing if there is a lot of unnecessary clutter in your environment. Get rid of or store out of sight the stuff you don't need to have around you all of the time. Take a hard look at the activities you are engaged in. You may notice your energy level is not as high as it used to be, and that you tire more easily. Focus on 1 or 2 activities that you really want to be involved in, and cut back on others that may not be as important right now, but take up your energy. This way you can more fully engage in and enjoy the activities that are most important to you. Finally, take a hard look at your relationships, particularly those peripheral ones you are hanging onto out of habit. If the people you associate with are negative, critical, or otherwise non-supportive, they are going to drain your energy. Minimize your interaction with them and focus on the people who give you energy and support. Remember, as you simplify, you can always add things back if you want to and can comfortably fit them into your life. Get organized. The more organized you are, the less your brain has to work to complete routine day-to-day tasks. Set aside specific places for frequently used items so you don't have to use a lot of time looking for your keys, cell phone, purse, medications, etc. as you are trying to get out the door to go somewhere. This not only uses up physical and mental energy, but leaves you feeling frazzled going into your next activity. Allot 10 minutes at the end of the day to make sure everything is in its place and review your schedule for the next day. Set out the things you will need for the next day the night before. Write things down. If you know you have some memory challenges, why frustrate yourself by trying to keep things in your head? You've got enough going on there as it is. Let go. One of the biggest challenges you may face is getting past, but I used to be able to. Spending time focused on what used to be is not helpful in moving forward. All you have to work with right now is what you bring to the table right now. None of us have the power to change one moment of the past, We all have only a limited amount of energy we can use at any given time. Will you spend it on a past you cannot change or on a future you can create? The flip side of letting go of the past is embracing the future. Since you are not dead, you have a life to live, a future to create. While you can't change anything in your past, you can make anything out of your future. Look for and be open to new opportunities. Be optimistic. If you look for and expect good things to come your way, you are more likely to find and recognize them when they do. Understand that things are different now. Different does not translate to bad, just different. You have a choice to make. You can choose to stay stuck where you are, or you can choose to move forward and take control of your future. Get support. Life is not a journey you can take alone, and now is certainly not the time to try. There is no shame in asking for help when you need it. The key is knowing what you need help with and knowing who to ask. It is not uncommon to experience that friends and loved ones tend to drift away after a brain injury. One of the reasons for this is that people truly don't know what to do, and that is what makes them uncomfortable. If you are embracing, going forward, and can give some guidance about the specific support you need, people around you are going to be more willing to support you. So, you may not be able to hang out at the club with your friends anymore, or to play tennis on Saturday like you used to, but you can call one friend and go out to dinner. Or ask another to come over Sunday afternoon to help you reorganize your kitchen, or another to give you a ride to a doctor's appointment. Make use of the community resources and services that are available. Yes, they may be challenging to access, and no, they are not going to be perfectly tailored to meet all of your needs, but they are there and will get you moving. If the alternative is staying stuck, doing something is better than doing nothing. Remember, you are laying a foundation for your future, not just getting through the day. Go to support groups if they are available. Chances are somebody has found a way to overcome whatever challenge you are facing right now. In this era of technology, information is as close as your computer. A solution or guidance for whatever you are facing is likely out there somewhere. Ask. And if you are not sure what to ask, then ask someone what you should be asking. Again, it may not be perfect, but communicating with other people will give you some next steps and get you moving. We have touched on the fact that you are different now than you used to be. Get to know the new you. Take time to take a long, hard look at yourself. Look at those situations that seem to work out for you and those that seem to consistently be a struggle. Look at the information you gathered from tip number 1. What does that tell you about yourself? Just between you and yourself, what do you do that seems to drive people crazy? What do you do that has people responding to you more positively? Acknowledge both your weaknesses and your strengths. They are both a part of what makes you uniquely you. Identify what about you is the same and has remained consistent since your brain injury. Much of your intrinsic personality is still there, even if expressed in different ways. This is obviously an ongoing task, understanding yourself, and not just an afternoon activity, but it is something that requires some focus and some internal honesty. Create a toolbox. Life is full of different experiences and circumstances. You need tools to deal with them, and different tools to deal with different circumstances. Some of these are very specific, such as a schedule for your medications, while others are more strategies to approach different situations, such as what to do if you get lost going to a doctor's appointment. Just as you would not want to have to run all over the house looking for different tools to tackle a repair job or put together a meal, you don't want to have to run all over the place looking for the tools you have collected to get through life situations. Keep your tools in one place. Create a notebook or folder system to keep your tools in. Take a step in any direction. Just move. We tend to want to wait until everything is in place, until the planets are perfectly aligned before we move forward. Waiting for the perfect moment just leaves you stuck. I don't know much physics, but I have learned that a body at rest tends to stay at rest, and a body in motion tends to stay in motion. You want to be the body in motion. If you are comfortably ensconced in your recliner in the living room and decide you want a drink of water, all the hoping, wishing you had thought to bring a glass of water with you when you were up before, Even planning to get up will not make a glass of water magically appear at your side. You have to move. If you are standing in one spot, you can only see as far as your eyes can physically see. If you take a step in any direction, you can see more. So unless the key to everything you want from your future is within a radius of 20 feet from where you are right now, you will have to move. The opportunity you are looking for may be 21 feet away. You will never see it if you don't move. And even if it is further than that, you are a step closer, and some of the other opportunities you see along the way are likely to be rewarding. Take a step. Doing something is better than doing nothing. Finally, reward yourself. Show yourself some appreciation for what you have accomplished. Enjoy and celebrate the moment. Most of life is about the journey, not the destination. Reward yourself for progressing along the journey. Sure, you may want to take a nice vacation when you land that job, but take 5 minutes to do the happy dance because you got the paper today and circled 3 possible jobs to look into. Look in the mirror, smile, and tell yourself, I am awesome, because you finally organized your bills by date due. Treat yourself to a visit to the library to find a good book on the way home from the doctor's, because you remembered to take your notebook with everything you wanted to talk to the doctor about with you. For some reason, it is human nature to focus on and dwell on the things that go wrong or the mistakes we have made. Turn that around and celebrate the large and the little victories. There you have it, 10 tips for living with TBI. Implement these tips and you will be well on your journey into a future you desire. If you want some support in putting these tips to work for you, visit our website at www.tbicoach.com for information on our coaching services. Thank you for joining us today. Goodbye.